Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing your next passionate relationship and the honest truth about what it will be like. So we're going to be covering some beautiful messages about your person. We're going to be seeing what they're really like and what you're going to experience and how you can get there. And we're also going to be seeing what your first impression is. So when it comes to the first impression, I'm going to include this in the extended as well, because there may be some 18 plus messages there too. So if you guys would like to check out the extended reading, we're going to be covering style of the intimacy, what you'll get up to, how you both give and receive love, and the first impression, and everything else will be on YouTube today. So if you'd like to check out the extended reading, I go into more cheeky messages. So if you'd like to check that out, please look down below. And the reason I don't do it on here is because I get thrown off basically, so that is why a lot of you guys ask, and that is why. So if you would like to get the extended reading to support the channel, I'd really appreciate it. That is down below. And yeah, let's get started. We're going to be looking at the honest truth about your next intimate connection, cheeky messages style. So please choose your group now. We have group number 1 with the step into your power, first quarter moon in Aries, full moon in Scorpio, breathe through the tension, new moon in Leo, shine, and group number 4 with full moon in Sagittarius, see the bigger picture. So let's get started. Start off with group number 1 with the first quarter moon in Aries. Hello, group number 1. Let's get started with your reading. So you got the first quarter moon Aries, stepping into your power. I really like the fact that there is a chakra here, because I feel like that gives us a lot of information about where your energy stems from and where this person's energy stems from. So we have this first quarter moon Aries, step into your power, and then we're going to pull another one for the other person. This could be you, but this could be the other person as well. We're just going to keep it nice and open. So let's get another one and we're going to see. So because this is a really honest reading, we're going to be diving into your life as well and your relationship life. Let's see. Okay, lovely. This is really, really nice. Know you are loved. That's so cute. Libra energy. And we're going to be looking into this person as well, which is going to be really cool. So let's get you a general tarot card and we'll see what this person's like. Beautiful. Underneath the deck we have the Page of Wands in the reverse. So the main thing for you guys is, how do you react when someone makes a move towards you? And you may not have had anyone making moves towards you specifically like a romantic person, but it could be a friend offering you guidance, it could be a gift that's given to you, it could be a compliment. However people give love to you, how do you feel when you receive it? That's kind of what you want to be looking into when it comes to your partner, because your partner is very good at giving. He or she is very good at giving and tuning into what it is that you really like. So that's going to be really, really nice. And for you guys, because this is such a passionate relationship, there is a lot more depth than what you're used to in the relationships you have been in. And maybe you've been in passionate relationships before, but what is really, really beautiful about this is it's going to give you a chance to just be yourself, which is really, really nice. Okay, the Mystic, lovely. So the relationship is the Mystic. You guys are going to have a mysterious, gentle, yummy type of relationship. It's going to be a relationship that extends the physical. It is so spiritual. It's going to be an intimate connection where both of you are very, very psychic. You both see and feel, and you can get very, very clairvoyant from this connection. Like you may end up becoming, you may end up drawing towards a more kind of spiritual career, because spiritual is, you know, whatever, it's defined by different types of people. But for you guys, you might end up doing a career that is more spiritual, and then you end up meeting this person through that. And this is just really, really beautiful. So we're going to also be having a look at the first impressions, which I'm just going to write down because I may forget. So we're going to be looking at the first impressions as well. Okay, so let's see. Reverse, upright, reverse. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords and we have the Eight of Cups. Interesting. Oh, this is so interesting. Okay, so this is basically, I'm seeing the past and the future self, and I'm also seeing your person in that. Your person is obviously meeting your future self, because this person is in the future. This is somebody you most likely haven't met yet. This could be somebody you're already with, and this could just be confirmation that this person is the right person for you. You know, take it as it resonates. This is just guidance. But the person you're meeting is definitely very, very mystical. They are so intellectual, they are so intelligent, and when it comes to being physical with this person, they just know exactly what you want. I do feel like you both will want to be passionate and want to be intimate when you first are with each other, but you may hold off for a little while before you actually get close to each other, because you just feel super comfortable. It's not going to be a massive rush. So with the 8 of Cups, we have fulling, that's not a word. I don't know what that is. It says fulling, learning from the past. I think that says fully. Fully learning from the past, returning home, staying in a bad situation, or fulling. I really don't know what that means. Fear of change, and unless that actually is a word, but I've never heard that word for. Staying in a bad situation, avoidance, and fear of change. And then we have independent, honesty, fair, clear boundaries. How you attract this person is to get really comfortable with your power, and how this person attracts you is they are connecting to the divine. Like when you both are really, really close with yourself and you get comfortable with your own sensuality and sexuality, you are going to attract this person very, very quickly. The main thing is, I'm hearing, is reaching out to the wrong people. So if you want to attract this type of person, you've got to start focusing on who am I choosing in this moment, and are they taking away my power? You're basically learning to not avoid change and to get comfortable with being in your body. And with this person, they are getting comfortable with being more open to change, being more open to things that they can't physically see, because they're very spiritual, but that's something that they avoid because they're very spiritual. Like they're somebody who is most likely a water sign, air sign, or like I'm hearing fixed sign in the back, or earth sign in the back. So they could be, say, a water sun sign, so they could be a Cancerian or a Pisces or a Scorpio, but then they could be like Taurus rising or Taurus like moon or something. So it's like you can't always see that earthy part of them, but that's what stores up this kind of energy of like, you know, I can't fully believe in myself because it's not physically there. But that's kind of what you both are learning. So with the attuned to the divine, new moon in Pisces, there's this sense of this person's kind of scared of overflowing their love to you. So when you get together, there's going to be this massive like, oh my God, they're going to be really overwhelmed, and so are you. But it's going to be really, really nice. You both are going to be super comfortable with being with each other and being closely intimate, like actually looking each other in the eyes. You may have suffered with kind of looking at people dead in the eyes, like actually being with eye contact. That's something you both are going to learn before you meet each other. A lot of this group is also to do with like criticism. A lot of you guys are very critical with yourself. So one thing is you're going to learn how to be less critical by focusing on your power. And this is your solar plexus. This is to do with your willpower, your confidence, and realizing that your voice needs to be heard. So one thing I am picking up on is you are working with the solar plexus and they're working with the throat chakra. So I'm also getting like a sexual message, which I'm going to try and avoid saying, but to do with the throat, like you are going to use your throat. Okay, I'm just going to say that. But this person is also learned with the throat chakra. They love to talk to you in a really intimate way. Like that's their favorite thing to do, is words of affirmation, speech, talking with their voice, like their power, it comes through their voice. So when it comes to making you feel, you know, hot, then they will use their voice to get you to do that, and you will be kind of this, your energy will help them to feel more comfortable with their sensuality. So kind of like their major best thing that they love about you is that your energy, like your energy is very, very kind of like contagious, you know, in a really weird way to say it, but like that, but it's contagious. It's really it makes them feel really free. It makes them feel like they can expand. And you both could be like an Aries and a Pisces. That could be the relationship that comes up for both of you as well. That could be what the sort of thing that you're attracting. So let's see what type of person this person is. Let's see what else. We have first quarter moon, we have the lunar eclipse, and we have Jupiter. So this person is going to come into your life when you are essentially ready to expand. A lot of the time is humans, we are very, very sensitive, and we can't always deal with too much change, otherwise it just gets too overwhelming. So for you guys, you're learning and getting used to change, and when you are more used to it, you're used to more just going with the flow. That's going to be when you attract this person in. And we have Taurus as well. This person is also, they're very, very sensual. They love touch, they love to feel, they love smells and tastes and things like that. So when it comes to being closely intimate and physical, you guys are going to absolutely love this person, because they just envelop you, and they use you as almost like a sixth sense. So kind of like when they're with you, is you bring out their sixth sense. You both are very, very psychic. So we have Jupiter here. So Jupiter to me shows me this person that they like to have change, but they're also scared of change, which is why it's really hard to explain what this person is like. But they could be going through a massive change when you meet them as well. They're going to be somebody who sees change in the world. They want to have change. They may do things very differently to you. So say if you work on a computer, they may work out in nature. You know, it's kind of like very different lifestyles, but you are learning a lot about who you truly are, and once you figure that out, you're going to match up with this person, and it's going to feel really, really, really nice, which I love. Okay, so let's get a few more tarot cards, and we'll see kind of the journey when you're meeting them and what the relationship is going to be like and things like that. So let's see more about the connection and the relationship. Let's get more messages about that. Okay. So let's get you some cards. We're going to be using the Threads of Fate Oracle, if I can grab it. Okay, we're going to be using the Threads of Fate Oracle, and we're going to be using some tarot cards. So let's get one of these first. Okay, this person will pull you up on your shit, okay? This person can see really clearly where there's like things to be improved. They could be a projector in human design, because I feel that this person like sees things really clearly. They also could be either a generator or a manifesting generator. Okay, this person's wisdom is like way beyond their years. They are so special, and they're very, 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 very intelligent. So let's see, we have heal. Lovely. Yeah, they are very, very intuitive. Their soul work, their job is to use their intuition. So if any of this resonates with you and you're like, oh my God, that's what I want to do, then this is a massive confirmation to you. A lot of the time, I mean, I don't really get these comments as much anymore, but I used to get a lot of comments saying, you know, this, you know, she's describing me, you know, and that's great. If I am describing you, that's great, because you are the person who's going to attract the person in. Whoever you are, that's who you attract. So say if you're someone who's passionate and is really confident, you're going to attract somebody who's like that, you know. A lot of the time that's what happens. Not all the time, but a lot of the time. Okay, so this is the honest truth about this relationship. You guys are both going to ask each other a lot of questions, and you're not going to be scared of asking a lot of questions about this relationship. Okay. Okay, so I want to see how this relationship's coming about, because we've got the Star. Okay, actually, let's get one of these first. I feel like I want loads of different cards. Yeah, it's going to happen really, really quickly. That's interesting. Let's get another one. And then we have Gentle with Words. Yeah, this is really, really nice. This person is fast acting. If they want to do something and get something done, they will get it done. Okay, I haven't left myself a lot of room here. Okay, how are they coming into your life? Lovely. We've got Aries. We've got well, my throat just dried up really quickly. Yeah, that's the same thing again. We have Aries, a Pisces, and Leo. So that's really, really nice. So definitely they keep confirming that. Okay, so I feel like you're going to lose quite a bit of hope before you meet this person. You're going to go through a massive change of what your needs are. The reason why we feel a lot of despair and confusion is because we're still discovering who we are, and sometimes it takes getting really, really low in our life to kind of feel like we can get back up again. I feel like I need to bring this camera out. I just realised how much room I actually have. So I was thinking, why have I got much room? And it's because I didn't pull the camera out enough. So there we go. Let's just move these cards around again. Okay, I have so much more room now. That's crazy. Okay, so that's kind of going to be your energy. If anything happens in the reading, it always represents the person I'm talking about. So for you guys will realise how much space this person gives you. Like, they're going to give you so much space and room to be yourself, which is so nice. I feel like you guys are going to be so invested in your career before you meet this person. You guys are going to be so comfortable with putting down your boundaries. You're going to get a new job or a promotion or some type of new material offer when you meet this person. And it's going to be really interesting because this person is going to be such a supportive person. You might actually not even be attracted to this person when you meet them, because you're thinking, oh, they're going to be more of a friend. Because this is the honest truth. That's what they're basically telling me. The honest truth is, a lot of us as human beings, especially in society, is we are basically very scared of being close to people. We're very very scared of being intimate, which is why sensuality is used a lot, including the letter X in there. I can't say that word a lot. But when it comes to intimacy in our lives, we lack it. We very much lack it. And as humans, we are very intimate beings. We like to be close to people. So one thing that I'm seeing for you guys is you guys are very, very scared, or have been scared, of being intimate with another person. And it could be physical, but what I'm hearing is actually emotional. A lot of it is to do with, okay, this person's going to actually see me for who I am. Wow, that's really scary. Therefore, I'm just going to have them as a friend, because then it means I can have them at a distance, you know. And this could be what's happened to you. Maybe you've had people who have friend zoned you. I hate that word, but like friend zoned you, where they've shown you like, you know, I can't be with you, we can just be friends. And then it's confusing, because you think, well, if they like me as a friend, why can't they like me as a partner? But it's because you freak them out, because it's not to do with you. It's not like a bad thing. It just shows you that you are a beautiful light, and that you can really show people who they really are. You're a mirror for people. And if those people are very stuck in their ways and they're very scared of getting close to you, then they won't want to be intimate with you, because it's too scary for them. It's not about you, okay? So this person is not going to be scared of that. They're not going to run away. If anything, they're going to run towards you, because they are so excited, because what they've done is they've gone to the darker parts of themselves. And one thing I really feel is right now what both of you are doing is you're both healing the past. I'm hearing fast. You're healing the past fast. So basically you are on a train ride to friggin' a new place, and you may even be moving to a new town as well, because I feel like for a lot of you guys, you've kind of been avoiding moving, or you've been avoiding changing up your environment because you don't want to get out of it. You know, you want to stay in where you are. So the relationship is going to be really, really interesting. You both will have such a spiritual relationship. One of you could be religious and one could be spiritual, or it could be both spiritual or both religious. But whatever it is, your relationship is very much to do with your beliefs. And how the connection is it's slow when it comes to physical intimacy, but it's long lasting. Like this isn't the sort of person who is going to judge you on your body, or they're not going to judge you on who you are. They're very, very open-minded. So you're going to be very, very comfortable, and you're going to realize like, wow, I can actually have fun with this person without overthinking. The reason why we overthink with around certain people is because they can't hold space for us. This person is 100% holding space for you, and it is really, really nice. And the first impression, let's see what the first impression is, what they think of you when they first meet you. I'm hearing this person telling me, they're saying, wow, that person's eyes are absolutely beautiful. You might have blue eyes or blue tint to your eyes, or you may just have really beautiful eyes. Okay, so this is their first impression of you. They love that you listen. That is one thing that is really, really sexy to them. They love that you are such a good listener, because this hasn't happened for a lot of the people in their life, is they feel like they've never really been listened to. You are also very passionate. You should never ever lose that passion that you have. This is something that a lot of people are very drawn to you for, and basically they like how loud you are. You may speak very, very loud, or when you get passionate, you start to speak very, very loud, and you express your words with a lot of passion, and they love that about you. And they like how clear you are with your boundaries. That's actually something that they like, because they like to know where they stand. And don't be afraid of really showing up for yourself. And this is just one massive confirmation of where you're going. So if you're kind of thinking, you know, oh, I can't have boundaries, I can't do this, I can't do that, there will be people, and there is going to be people who accept that for who you are, and they're not going to push you away because they're scared of getting close to you. That is not going to happen with this person. Okay, so let's see one last message here. So I asked about the intimacy between you both, and then we have the self. So when it comes to the intimacy, let's get a little bit more. You may have mirrors around you when you're being physical. You both are going to love to talk a lot. That's going to make you both feel really comfortable when you're being physical, and it's very, very hands-on, long-lasting, lots of passion. It's like a really long session. Like it's not just like something tiny, really, really long, lengthy session. And for both of you, you both talk and talk and talk, and you might end up like talking online first, or you might end up kind of texting a lot, because maybe you prefer a little bit of distance before you get to know each other. But what I see is you might actually have people coming towards you like exes, or people from the past like friends, because what happens is, I'm hearing, once you've peeled back the old layers of yourself and people see who you truly are, you're toxic people could be starting to come back into your life because they want a piece of that. So having strong boundaries is really, really important. Oh, their family are also going to be really approving of you, which I don't like that word, but your family is going to really love you. And one thing I really feel for you is you are going to heal the self. So what I mean by that is it could be anything from you now can look yourself in the mirror. You have done a lot of mirror work. You've done a lot of shadow work. You have really helped yourself get comfortable with your hair being natural, or your body feeling more natural, or have changed your diet and made yourself just feel much more comfortable. There's a sense of like clearing out the old so you can show and shine for who you truly are. Okay, don't be afraid of just clearing yourself out and just getting, I know it's uncomfortable, change is really uncomfortable, but I just feel for you it's such a powerful time right now, and this is going to attract your person in. I don't feel like your person is too far away either. I just feel like for you right now, if you want to be intimate with somebody, look towards yourself. Okay, so anything from therapy to I'm going to talk about it more in the extended. I really can't say anything else. It's really hard. I'm so sorry. Okay, let's get one more message. Actually, I want to get two messages. So we've got spearmint, revitalizes and refreshes the spirit. So anything you can do to clear your mind, journaling, meditation, that is going to really help you to just figure out what your next step is in your life. I'm hearing a lot of pressure. I put a lot of pressure on myself to meet my person. Like, what if I miss them? You will not miss them. Discover knowledge to empower you. Be guided by your inner voice. Your instincts will never lead you astray. Okay, lovely. So that is your reading. Have a great day. I will see you in the extended if you guys are getting the extended, and if not, thank you so much for watching this reading. If you'd like a private reading, all my information is down below, and I'll speak to you very soon. Bye. Hello, group number 2. Let's get started with your reading. So we're going to be looking at the honest truth about your next passionate relationship, what it will be like, the first impression, how you'll meet, and essentially what the relationship is going to be like as a whole. Okay, so let's have a look and see what's going on. So for you guys, you have breathe through the tension. So we're going to clarify this card here, and I really want to have a look at this card first. So let me just grab my little book here. So we've got the mooMZ deck. This is what this deck is, and it was gifted to me by a lovely subscriber, so thank you very much. So full moon in Scorpio, so this could be their side, but I feel like more for you guys this is your side, and then we're going to have a look at your person and see what's coming out for them. Let's have a look. Let's get one. Picking up on pizza. Picking up on pizza for both of you. So your first date might be going to a pizza shop or something like that. Okay, so both of you are learning how to get comfortable with seeing things right in front of your eyes. That's basically what I'm seeing. So it's like not having to ignore things. I know it's really annoying, but that's kind of what I'm seeing. Okay, and I'm getting Libra energy, so you might have Libra energy in your chart. Okay, so there is a strong sensual with an X energy around you. The good news is this sensual energy is very creative. A tense situation could be about to boil over, so go carefully. Spend time outdoors. It will help you to calm your emotions. Balance your ability to caress with your need to be caressed. When we're emotionally overheated, we end up focusing on what we don't want rather than what we do want. Bear this in mind now and breathe. It says, add myrrh essential oil to your diffuser. Sexual energy fires me up in a good way and helps me express my creativity too. So it says the full moon in Scorpio takes place when the sun is in Taurus and the moon is in Scorpio. So your person or you could be a Taurus sun, moon in Scorpio, and your person could be a moon in Sag. What I feel is you or this person could be, I feel also Sagittarius sun, Scorpio sun, and we also have fixed signs. So it could be, I'm not picking up on Aquarius, but any of the other fixed signs. So Scorpio, Taurus, and I've forgotten the other one. It's just eluded me. Wow, it's like literally gone out of my head. Okay, it's literally gone out of my head. I'm sorry guys, that's my brain today. So all the other fixed signs other than Aquarius. Okay, so we have break through the tension, and you have believe in good luck. So essentially, this is your relationship, is you are going to be very, very passionate with this person. There's not going to be any stone left unturned. So the honest truth is you're both going to be seeing each other for who you really, really are in this relationship. This is not going to be somebody who is somebody you can fix or adjust, and that is the honest truth. You cannot fix or adjust this person. You will learn how to really get comfortable with being just with this person, just being with them and letting them ask you questions and, you know, figuring out what you're most comfortable with. And it's about you. Basically, it's getting you to turn more towards you. Because essentially when we have been in a pattern of caring and fixing others, or, you know, we've been the caregiver, or we've been somebody who's been manipulated to always help others, you know, out of, you know, not helping ourselves and basically ignoring ourselves, this is what happens, is we tend to attract people who we fix. This person is not going to be somebody like that. This person would have gone through a lot. They would have gone through a very, very deep shadow journey, so they would know themselves very well. So if anything, they might tend to look at you and be like, oh, there's like you're doing wrong there, let's talk about that. And you're gonna be like, oh my god, this person's really awake, it's freaking me out. This person is also somebody who can get a little bit negative, they can get a bit down. So one thing they're learning is to believe in good luck and believe in their prayers being answered. You're going to be somebody who's very, very positive. I feel you're somebody who can see the brighter side of things. They can see the brighter side of things, but because they're both of you are very intense, like when you think about something, it amplifies. So both of you are basically learning to let stuff go, okay, and to actually talk about stuff, because that can actually help you both grow, which is really, really nice. And because you're both going to be really sensual with each other and sexual with each other, it's going to show up like, oh my god, like I can't just use sex to avoid something, or I can't just ignore stuff. It's like it has to be shown. But the best thing is when you start talking about stuff, you have really, really, really then good physical intimacy. Like it feels so passionate and easy and yummy, and like lots of things are happening that I feel like I want to say, but I can't. When I'm channeling, it's like, oh, it's so stressful because I just want to say stuff. But obviously I'm going to be saying that in extended reading. But let me just say there's a lot of fluids going on. Okay, lovely. One thing they are telling me through me is basically to get artistic as fuck. Get really, really, really artistic in your life. Don't be afraid of experimenting, trying new things. I know it's scary when things don't work out, but that is part of life. Things just don't work out sometimes, and that is perfectly normal, and it's okay. As we can fix them, we can change it. Nothing is as serious as it seems, okay? Especially if you are a fixed sign. I know how that feels because your girl is a Scorpio and your girl is going through some weird crap right now, and it is intense. And as a fixed sign, things are intense, so it's like we can't avoid it. So with your person, they are really, really artistic as well. You may meet this person through artistic endeavor. You may meet them through their Instagram or your Instagram, showing up for, showing your passions, showing who you really are, expressing your passions. And it's going to be really, really interesting how you meet. It's going to be so fascinating. Let's see if there's anything around how you meet. How are you going to meet this person? It's definitely through something artistic. Nice. So it's going to be after a really, really, really big year. So once you've gone through a lot of physical changes, you may change your looks, you may change where you're living, you may change your job. Massive, massive external changes is going to bring this person in, because I feel like you just have to shake up your life. You can't do the same thing and expect different results. Okay. So how you're going to meet, beautiful, is when you start living more in the moment. That's so nice. There's going to be absolute instant attraction. You both are going to see each other. You know exactly what you want. It's going to be really, really intense. You both are just going to be like, hi. And you're going to want to be physical pretty much like straight away. If you want to, you can do that. Of course, it's up to you. It's your life. And I just generally think that's what you might actually end up doing, because you just feel really comfortable with this person. You don't think you want to hold back, and that's perfect. That's great. That's a really, really good sign. So let's see what else we have here. Oh, I love this. So one thing you guys are getting comfortable with is sharing your light. So you may have come from a family or come from a background that is very much to do with lack. Culture around lack is kind of like, I can't afford that, or not that's anything bad, but sometimes it does get ingrained into us without our knowledge. So if we've been around a lot of negative people, or we've been around a lot of lack, a lot of times where we feel like we can't get out of it, and we blame other people or blame other things, and it's really like coming back to ourselves and realizing that we can receive what it is we want to receive. So basically, when you start recognizing yourself and you start getting used to like, no, I am actually a really good person, I am this, I am that, I'm beautiful, I'm sexy, I'm all these things, you're going to meet your person, because there's this need for you to focus on what you're really, really good at. That's going to bring your person in. There's a massive fear of insecurity around who you are when it comes to love. Like, it's this sense of, you've been taught that you have to be this type of person around relationships. You have to adjust, you have to organize, you have to sort out, you have to, you know, be needed. You don't have to do that. Like, that's not love. Love is not conditional on how much you do that for the other person. So when it comes to your life, when you start seeing things changing like really drastically, and you're like, oh my God, this is really intense, it's actually a really good thing, because it's the universe being like, right, now it's your time to change. Now you have to start going down this lane, because you can't go down this lane anymore. It's not good for your soul. So basically, if you ever feel like something just feels so intense and really uncomfortable, obviously do anything you can to make yourself feel as comfortable as possible, but this is bringing you to this person through different and new directions. So like I say, it could be a sudden move, it could be a sudden job loss, it could be a sudden job change, it could be a person suddenly comes into your life and they change your life. There's things about you that you feel like you have to have everything perfectly aligned, and you don't actually have to have that. It's really about how you deal with stuff, but basically you're getting your fairness, which you haven't had for a very long time. You haven't had that justice which you so desperately need, because you haven't, okay, some of you guys probably don't even think about this, but a lot of the stuff that's happened to you, if you are very empathic, a lot of the time you don't really care about, you know, justice or things like that. You just think, you know, oh, why is this happening to me? I don't want this to happen to me. You are actually getting the justice that you have so needed in your life. So basically, you may see people just suddenly, you might suddenly start seeing people for who they truly are. You might think, you know, that person's treating me really badly because their past great, but I'm not going to put up with that. And you start saying no more. You start doing things that you're really passionate about. You start giving yourself a fucking break. That is going to be when your person shows up, because that is you turning a turning point in your life. And with this 12th house, there's going to be things that shatter out of your life, because 12th house is all to do with the last house in the wheel. So basically this is to do with anything that you can't physically grab. So imagination, you're going to have a lot of intense dreams, you're going to be getting a lot of ideas, a lot of downloads, a lot of thoughts about certain people, places, fears, backgrounds, religion, family, things like that. That's a really, really good sign. Your person could also be a Gemini or have really strong Gemini in their chart, but you're going to meet this person at a really good time. So never be afraid that you're going to miss out, because you're not. And I don't think you're going to meet this person on an online dating site at all. I'm hearing like it's far away, the dating site, so you would have gone on it a good few years ago. So I would say that for you guys specifically, especially maybe your energy as well is not meant for online dating, because sometimes certain energies of certain people, we're not meant to go on online dating, because we're meant to let people come to us. Projectors, especially human design, they're meant to let people come to them. So if you are a projector, look up your human design. I actually did a dating video on human design, and how once you know your human design type, it can be really helpful in your dating life as well. Okay, so let's have a look and see what the relationship is going to be like. Let's actually see the first impression, what they think of you when they first meet you. What is their first thought about it? Oh wow, so they think you're actually very extroverted. They're going to be really comfortable around you. They see you and they're like, oh my God, I am very, very, you know, I don't know how to explain it without saying it. I'm aroused, okay? Hopefully I won't get demonetized now. But I want to do things to you, okay? That's just what I'm hearing. And obviously I'm going to talk more about this in the extended, but they are very attracted to you. They are like, wow. So one thing they like about you is you know what you want. So if you don't know what you want right now, if you don't know what you want in life, that is perfect. Doesn't mean you're not going to attract them. It just means at this moment, it's really, really good for you to discover what that is. So I see this person very tall, very bold, very Aries, fire sign, luscious person. This person could also remind you of someone from your past, but not in a bad way. It's just kind of it actually reveals to you like, that's my type. You know, I really like that type of person. Could be a certain, I'm going to be really blunt, skin tone. It could be a certain hair color that you really like. It could be a certain voice that you like. It could be a deep voice, high voice, soft voice. It could be anything. It could be on the surface, like physically. It could be internally. There's definitely a type that you have realized that you like. And I feel like a lot of people have tried to trap you when it comes to your fears. So it could be that you have attracted, and this is the honest truth, you could have attracted people very much through fear. So you could have been taught that, like I say, you are dependent on this person. Whatever they think, That is who you are, and that is not true. Once you actually realize that it doesn't matter what people think of you, it just matters what you think of yourself, that's when you get your passion, and that's when you get your confidence. And one thing I see is a lot of people have tried to trap you through your sensuality, and I mean it with an X in the word. They have tried to possibly make you feel less than about your body, make you feel less than about your power, about your passion, about what you love. They haven't supported you, and that's basically made you feel really small, and it's kept you trapped in those connections. You've now realized those people aren't good for me, and that's going to be you meeting your person. It feels really, really good. So your person's also going to bring out this really childlike energy about you. They're going to make you feel really, really good. And when it comes to physically, they are going to want to do everything and anything with you in many different places in your house, in a house, in a building, in an area. They're going to want to do so many things very, very quickly, and they're very, very sensitive as well. They want to do things on a spiritual level as well. It's going to be really exciting for you. This is something you've never really attracted in, I don't think. So basically, there's going to be a sudden change, and then there's going to be a balance. So don't worry about things being out of balance, my love. It's okay for things to be out of balance. What's happening is you're seeing toxic energies for what they really are. And there's this sense about you holding out your cup and being like, I'm ready. You feel very safe with this person. There is nothing that you fear from this person. You are ready to be close to them. It's going to scare you because they're going to be really attractive. That's what they're telling me. It's like, you're going to love me because I'm very, very attractive. That's really funny. This person's got a lot of confidence. But yeah, that's the truth. And you would have also done a lot of possibly childhood work as well. There's a lot of Scorpionic energy around this relationship. This relationship is very Mars. It's very Scorpio. It's very deep. It's very intense. It's very raw. It's very real, and it's very true. Yeah. So let's see any other information about how you'll meet. Lovely. So yeah, basically what I said is once you clear out a lot of kind of like illusions around who people really are, you actually just start seeing people for who they really are. That's going to be when you meet your person. Once you balance out how you are in relationships. So say if you've been around lots of people and you say, okay, you have like 3 different people in your life, you don't feel comfortable around any of them. You're going to be assessing each of those people and how do they interact with you, and then you're going to be like, okay, we sort that out with that person, sort with that person, and sort out with that person. And once you actually get clear and your boundaries are set, and if they're not accepting of you, then you just clear them out. Then that's going to bring in this person more. Don't be afraid of saying no. Do not be afraid of saying no. Okay, tell me more about this relationship, please, and what it's going to be like. It's going to be very intense, that's for sure. Super, super intense. Wow. Okay, here we go. Confidence. You're going to feel so confident. This person is so lovely. I'm hearing that song Faith by not George Michael, Dolly Parton. It's like, have a little faith in me. That one. I really like that one. And then we have Instincts. So okay, this is not just a relationship. Okay, this person is a lot like you. Okay, I'm hearing one thing that you can do to really attract this person in is to be like the lion or the tiger. Okay, basically become very, very strong Aries, balanced Aries energy. That is how you attract this person in. Okay, so most likely for this group, you guys want someone who's quite confident. You're very drawn to people who are confident and kind of take up the energy of a room. That is who you've got to become to attract this person in. How can you do that? Is to start putting your foot down and don't get into the illusion. When people start coming at you, walk the fuck away or stand your ground, because there's a sense of like really letting yourself take up space. Don't let people own your space. That is how you attract this person in. Very, very interesting. I like that. Okay, so yeah, so the energy around this person is, and the relationship is, you both feel very, very comfortable with each other. It feels very confident, and this person is super supportive. They're going to be somebody who you most likely have some type of family with, however that comes about. Doesn't have to be literally biological. Can be you adopt, or you're very close to their family. There's this sense of like this family is very, very accepting of you, and really they make you feel so nurtured and make you feel so comfortable. Let's have a look and see what your impression of them is. You think they're really intense. You don't really understand who they are, but you're kind of overwhelmed by them. And if you are a Scorpio, you do get a little bit obsessed by them. You that your impression of them is they are really good at listening. They can be very obsessed with things, but what it is that obsession, when it's healthy, it is just loyalty, really, at the end of the day. This person's very, very loyal. This person is really, really adult. So when you are approached with an issue, they sort it out like that. They have no worry or fears about showing up for who they really are, and that is very, very powerful. And I'm very excited to do the 18+ version of this, because this is really like raw. It's like so on the surface. Yeah, this feels really, really nice. I want to see if there's anything that you're going to go through before you meet this person, because I quite like to see the journey. Okay, so you're going to be starting a new cycle. Anything that's falling away from your life, I know it's really hard, you've got to grieve that process, but it's okay. You got to rebuild, that's all right, it's okay to rebuild. Balance brings harmony, ease and alignment to all areas of life. A fair outcome is for the highest good of all. A new beginning or cycle is starting soon. Plant seeds now to bring your next project, action or adventure to life. And then we have lost. Yeah, that's kind of how you're feeling right now. Navigate, disorientate and perspective. The path may seem unclear, but know you are always where you are meant to be. New perspectives are gained along the way. That is so nice. And that's what you're kind of learning to do right now, is you don't know who this person is a lot of the time. For a lot of you guys, you may even know who this person is, you may be with this person. But for a lot of you guys who don't know this person, is you have to start exploring new avenues to meet this person. And what's going to happen is, on the way to meeting this person, you're going to find a lot more about who you are, and it's going to be absolutely incredible. It's going to be amazing. Can we get a couple more cards about who this person is? I really feel this person's got really strong Aries. They're definitely ruled by Mars, or they've got a lot of Mars in their energy. They feel quite masculine, and even if they're a woman, they're just super passionate. I don't think they're a masculine woman. If they're a woman, they feel just more, what's the word? Like they kind of go towards what they want. They just get what they want, basically, without being aggressive. In a really powerful, feminine, sexual way. Okay, King of Wands, that makes sense. I think we had the King of Wands, yeah. King of Wands is there. King of Swords, lovely. So you could have gone for a lot of people who have kind of tried to control and manipulate you and how you feel, because they just don't understand themselves. So how can they understand you, you know? This person has got 3 hearts. That's what they're telling me. They have a heart everywhere. So this person is very, very loyal. What I like about this person is they are very balanced, and you are going to become the best version of yourself just by being around somebody like this. It's not that they're a partner. It's not that they're a romantic partner. It's because they see you for who you really are, and they're so accepting of you, and they're accepting of you in all your energy. And with this 3 of Cups and this 9 of Swords, there's this person, like I said, they have 3 hearts. So they're telling me they have a heart in their job, they have a heart in their family, and they have a heart in themselves with you. So what I see is with this person, and I'm hearing, okay, but what if they spend too much time with their family? What if they spend too much time in their job? That's exactly what this person is not like. They are really good at balancing out their life. If they are in their job a lot, they will apologise and they will make it up to you. And if they're with their family a lot, they will invite you with them. There's not this sense of being left out, which I think is very, very important, especially if you've dealt with a lot of rejection or abandonment. This is a really, really healthy connection. I'm hearing, when will I meet this person? I actually hear June or July, so middle of the year could be really good for you, or the number 6, so about possibly around 6 months, or the 6th month, or they could be born around that time, so they could be a Gemini or Cancer. But this person honestly got so many signs in their chart. Like, I'm getting so many like fire signs, I'm getting like water signs, I'm getting all the things. So just take it as it resonates. And that is your reading. So if you would like to, please join me in the extended. If not, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I love you guys so much, and I really appreciate your support. It means so much to me, and for letting me be seen for who I really am on this channel. I really, really appreciate it. Yeah, and if you'd like to check out my private reading rates, if you'd like a reading, all that information is down below. If you'd like to follow me on Instagram, my name is the Crystal Girl _ that is my name. So thank you so much, and I will speak to you soon. Bye. Hello, group number 3. Let's get started with your reading. Let's see what's going on for you, and let's see about your next passionate relationship. Let's see what the truth is, and any intimate messages that want to come out will be in the extended. So let's have a look and see what's going on. Oh, my hands are really cold. Hands are so cold. Okay, so let's have a look and see what's going on. So we have this card of new moon in Leo, which says shine, which is really, really cool. So I feel like for this group, this is really about you showing up, really about who you truly are, like really taking up space, which is so nice. I feel like this is definitely for both of you in the relationship, but this is mainly on your side. So your person will have these types of qualities here because this is what you're attracted within your life, but this is also who you're becoming as well. So that's really, really nice. This is also from the movMZ deck. This was gifted to me by a subscriber from my wish list, which is in the description box. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that. These sunflowers are also really significant too. Okay, so that's really interesting. So you guys actually got from the group number 2, you actually, I think actually did, was this group number 2? Release your blocks, I can't remember. But this group also has, I think, the same card as group number 2. I'm not sure, but anyway, that's what you guys have. On your person's side, we have first quarter moon in Scorpio, release your blocks. And then we have keep your heart open. Let's get another one, another couple of cards. Underneath the deck, we have be proud of yourself. That's a really nice one, actually. This is something that is quite rare, especially if you're an empath. I was actually looking at these, they kind of remind me of butterflies from a distance. So to me, I feel like a blue butterfly is really significant of your relationship that you're going to have with this person. And the labradorite is really, really, really nice. So I love that. That's about intuition, being proud of yourself for what you've gone through. I think what's happened is in your relationships is you're always there for other people, and it's really hard for you to actually be comfortable with receiving. So for you guys, your intimacy messages will be a lot about how to get comfortable within your body so you can have a really nice intimate relationship with another person. Because for you guys, yours, I feel, is about receiving, is being able to receive, because a lot of your life, a lot of your younger life was about monitoring and helping and caring for other people, making sure they were comfortable, because that was what was taught to you. It's like, well, if other people aren't comfortable, how the fuck am I meant to be comfortable? And it's like, it's nice to be caring to people, but if it's not balanced, you're just going to be drained. And that's kind of what you're learning in your relationships in general. So we have think it through, which I actually read that as talk it through. So we have Gemini, new moon in Gemini, think it through. New moon in Taurus, know your worth, be humble. First quarter moon in Leo. What I feel for your relationship that you're going to have with this person, like I say, especially because it's an intimate, like romantic, sexual relationship, I feel like for you guys is there's a really strong need for you to not be scared about having strong boundaries with people, whether it be not answering a text or turning your phone off or saying no or anything like that. Like having your worth put in front of you and owning it. That's basically what I feel like is happening. Your person is going to be so appreciative of having you in your life, having you in their life. Like they really, really love being around you. They find you so interesting. Like I'm hearing you're very complicated, but not to actually say what I mean. It's not literally you are literally complicated. What I mean by that is you have so many aspects to yourself. You're multifaceted, you know, and they really like the fact that they get to know everything about you, and they really do want to have kids with you. They want to have that committed life, whether it be kids or you know, an animal baby, you know, like what they call fur babies, you know, things like that. But yeah, there's a sense of like really knowing your worth. And when we have know your worth with Tauruses don't, a lot of them, they doubt their worth, but they never show it. And that's kind of the energy I feel like you're embodying, which is really nice. Okay, so let's see what else is going on here. So where we have new moon in Leo, shine. I love the part it's a new moon. That's really nice. New moons are new beginnings. That's really great. And then we have 2 first quarters, release your blocks, keep your heart open. What this is showing me is I'm hearing from your person, I'm hearing I'm inching forward. So your person is not used to being vulnerable. They are very, very scared about being vulnerable, especially if they are a masculine or a male, because they're in that masculine energy a lot. They struggle to be in that feminine energy. So for you, you're learning to be more of that balanced feminine energy, and then more learning to be that balanced masculine energy. So both of you are learning to integrate the opposite energy. So say if you are more feminine, you'll learn to integrate more masculine. If you're more masculine, you'll learn to integrate more feminine, which is so nice. Okay, so your person is learning to lean into relationships rather than just let them, you know, fizzle out or anything like that. They're learning to lean in and actually deal with what is going on and what is being shown. Yeah, I'm hearing what is gone and what is shown. Okay, so this is your connection. We have the father. This is very significant. This is definitely to do with the masculine side of the relationship. This is to do with what is the masculine side of this connection. So what basically it's showing me is what is being shown in the masculine side of the relationship. So what the masculine side is that sexuality. It's that masculine sexuality. It's action. It's talking about things. It's dealing with conflict. It's being brave, being courageous, action orientated. That's what you're bringing into the relationship, and you can definitely guarantee this connection is very, very, very sexual. It's very driven, it's very fast, it's very like, I want to get that done. It's very ambitious. That's the type of person you're going to be with. Your person, I'm feeling, also loves to travel. This person is so worldly traveled. They're very wide. Their energy likes spread out very, very wide. This person does not sugarcoat anything. They are very honest. They're somebody you can very much trust. They're very on it. If there's ever an issue, they'll sort it out. I'm hearing the song where it's like, if there's a problem, yo, I'll solve it. That's basically what this person's saying. The problem is with this person though, is, like I say, this is a very honest reading. The problem is with this person is, which isn't a problem unless they solve it, is this person does struggle to bring in abundance. I don't mean like they like manifest it. It's more to do with like accepting it in their life. So when it comes to their feminine side, they do struggle to sit in uncomfortable emotions. You guys are not so worried about that. This side, definitely. Your person, they do struggle to, they're good at really being compassionate, but they do struggle with intimacy. That's quite a big thing that they struggle with. They struggle with emotional intimacy, and it's not that they're going to struggle with it with being with you. At the start, they may just be curious, like, oh, I'm not sure if I can commit because of these problems, these troubles I have. There's the throat chakra, the heart chakra and the solar plexus. Actually, I think that might be the throat chakra and the sacral. We're going to take it as a throat and the sacral because I feel like this is to do with their sexual power, like speaking their truth. I think they haven't been accepted in a lot of their relationships, especially at childhood. That's why it's really hard for them to be in a relationship, because if they are vulnerable, they're vulnerable to pain, and that's something that they don't want to experience. So for you, coming in as this beautiful Leo-y energy, which is so bright and bold, you're going to bring in this energy to this person. You're going to show this person it is safe to be loved, and this person's going to show you, I understand you. So that kind of circle is really nice. It's like, I understand you, you are loved. I understand you, you are loved. Like, you're gonna give this person space to breathe, and they're gonna give you space to breathe, which is so nice. Lots of fatherhood issues, anything to do with the masculine in your family. So the dad, mainly the father figure in your life. If there was any kind of issues there about intimacy, like getting close to your dad, like actually being able to have a decent conversation with him, being able to, you know, be there with him, or maybe he abandoned you, or he left at such a young age, or maybe he passed at a young age, or passed when you were a young age. There's this sense of like repairing and bringing back that masculine energy that you so desperately need in your life. And really resolving what issues you have around the father figure, whether he's on this earth plane or not. There's this sense of like really listening to what I couldn't get as a young child, and really getting that in your relationship, which is what you're resolving to manifest this person. And it feels really, really nice. And once you realize that, you're going to have some really sexy relationships, because what happens is you're not reliant on this person. Basically, I'm hearing, I'm reliant on your views of me, and that's what we don't want. That's Leo energy, is like, I don't care what people think. When Leos are in their power, they don't care what people think. When they're not in their power, they need to know what people think of them. That's what we're looking at in this group. I feel that's kind of the honest truth about the relationship is, am I reliant on this person to make me happy? And that's what you don't want to just look at, you know. Okay, so let's have a look at what the relationship is going to be like. Let's see what it's going to be like. Okay, let's see. Let's get some cards. I'm hearing the name Miranda. I'm hearing the word Mauritius, and I think that's a country. Mauritius? I'm not sure. My geography isn't that great. So this is going to be the relationship. What it's going to be like. Whoa, this person's got really intense energy. They're very stubborn, but it gives them a sense of good boundaries, but not, I'd say boundaries, not exactly good boundaries. Okay, both of you are very scared of moving forward, but one thing that helps you to get to know each other is time. One thing I'm hearing is the reason why you guys are kind of struggling to get to know each other is because you're trying to rush a relationship that actually needs to be taken time. When you want an actual really deep committed connection, you take your time with it. There's no rushing because, you know, you've got time with them. Really appreciate and lap up that time with them. Oh, I love this Empress card. So beautiful. So we have the Hierophant and the Empress, and we have the Queen of Swords. Okay. One thing that's holding you back from this partner is your religious belief or your family background. So there's something about this person that is stopping you from being with them. You're not going to stop being with them, but it's a cautious thing. You're cautious about it. What this person's worried about is being vulnerable. Both of you, it's just essentially vulnerability you're both working with. Yeah, lovely. Okay, so both of you will meet when you are ready to get vulnerable, when you're ready to cut the cord with some old toxic relationships as well. It feels really interesting. It feels like a bit of, you know, when you're stroking like an animal and you stroke the fur the wrong way and it kind of, I don't know, rubs them up the wrong way kind of thing. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. I don't know why. It feels really rough, but it's actually a good thing. It's just a different style of relating to each other at the start of the connection. It doesn't feel bad. It just feels different. It feels like, yeah, because there is love there. It feels very deep. I think there's a lack of trust within yourself. And I think you're gonna just get to know each other. I think when you both stop being so hard on yourself, this relationship is going to be really successful. You've got to get vulnerable. It takes a couple of weeks. This is what relationships are like. This is the honest truth. This is a very honest reading because this is showing you exactly what it is like. Okay, what's their first impression of you? Oops. Doubt. Yeah, they've had a lot of dramatic people in their life. They've had a lot of narcissists. They don't want another narcissist. Of course you're not a narcissist, but they're scared that maybe you are. But you're not, and it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Your first impression of them, there's a lot of sexual tension. So you're protecting your heart. You're actually scared of being, you're scared of being, I can't say the word because it's on YouTube. You're scared of being, okay, you find this person intimately attractive. And you're scared of feeling like that because you're like, well, I don't want to do it with this person because what about this and what about that? You don't have to worry about it. Basically, the advice is to not worry about this, getting with this person, just get with them and get comfortable. I feel like both of you just got to be vulnerable. You just got to open up and let yourself be more vulnerable. Don't be so worried about it, you know? Okay, so let's see how you guys are going to meet. Let's see how that's going to come about. I'm hearing I'm a witch. One of you is a witch, like you resonate as a witch. You probably call yourselves a witch. Okay, so you have Aries. Whoops. Oh, we have Pisces. Okay, where's Aries? There was Aries. We have Aries and Pisces then, moon. So that could be this person's moon sign. But how you're going to meet? Oh my God, there's so much of the 12th house in these groups. That's the third time. Can we get a different one? Third house. Okay. And then let's get a couple of cards. How are you going to meet? Seven of Pentacles. Nope. Seven of Cups. That was my brain. Three of Wands, Five of Swords, Eight of Pentacles. Okay, let's see. The reason why you both are scared, because this is unusual to the type of people you normally get with. If you're used to dramatic people, the fact that this person's really calm and gentle is freaking you out. That's why this is an honest reading, because it's showing up as something that's really confusing and complicated. Sometimes we are scared of something that's really good because we're not used to happiness, we're not used to calm, we're not used to things being easy. It freaks us out, especially if we've been in our adrenals, our adrenaline has been going on for so many years to keep us safe. If we're suddenly in a relationship that's supposed to make us feel safe but doesn't, it's going to freak you out, you know? That's why you're both scared. That's so cute actually, because this relationship is so good for both of you. I'm not really getting too many signs from this group, but this person, they feel like a Aries, Leo, Pisces, Cancer, or Aries. So any of those signs could be either of you. Yeah, either of you, definitely. Okay, so in terms of the intimacy and the passion, let's get a couple of cards. Actually, I want to get a couple of these cards first, actually. Lovely. You are both meant to be with each other. You both bring out the best in each other. You're going to have, do you know what? I'm hearing once they heal their sense of vulnerability, once they crack open, you both are going to be so fucking happy. It's kind of like when if you're a woman and you have periods, it's kind of like after you've had a period, you feel like cleansed and clear. Yeah, the period is probably really uncomfortable and you don't really want to do it. Once you've cleared yourself out, whatever that may be, having a good cry, having a good period, having a good poop, you know, once you've cleared your body out, that's what this relationship is. Sometimes it feels like shit first, and then once you've just had a massive clear out, it's going to feel so fucking good. This is a pure, authentic connection. This is absolutely gorgeous, beautiful, because you're going to rest right now. At this point in time, you might feel a bit confused of where you're going. You're resting. You're at a point of resting and recharging. You can't pour from an empty cup, and then realizing where your ancestral wounds are coming up in your relationships, healing it, and then no longer denying or rejecting yourself out of fear of people leaving. You're no longer faking who you are, pretending to be something else. This is going to bring in this person so beautifully. I love that. Thank you so much for that confirmation. That feels really, really, really nice. Okay, so let's have a look at the intimacy. Obviously, we'll look at this a bit more on the extended, because I can't really talk about it too much on here, but I'll do my best. Okay, so this is the relationship. Perfect. That sums it up really, really well. We have divine and we have newness and we have safe. That is absolutely gorgeous. Wow. And we have joy. You guys, I'm going to tell you very honest, because this is an honest reading. You guys are very, very scared of being happy. You guys are so terrified of having things actually work out for you, because you guys have been in survival mode for such a long length of your life. And I'm hearing, I'm so sorry you've had to go through that. You did not deserve to be on edge in every relationship you were in. And I'm talking family, friends, co-workers. Most likely you guys have had dealings with anxious attachment, feeling anxious, feeling low, feeling like you are reliant on other people and how they treat you is part of your worth. It has nothing to do with your worth and everything to do with what you're accepting from other people. Your path in life right now is to step away from the toxicity as much as damn possible, because you need to build safety around yourself so you can bring this person in. This feels so beautiful. The connection that both of you have is going to be so easy. So when you are intimate, I can't wait to talk about it because it feels so great. When you are intimate, it feels like a key in a lock, fitting perfectly. This person is going to open you up so well in many different ways, hint, hint, nudge, nudge, and they're going to make you feel safe. They're like unlocking a safe. You've held yourself close for so long. And it's not just this relationship. Relationships don't heal things. They don't heal everything. You've done a lot of work before this. You've most likely done shadow work or some type of healing of some kind, or you've gone through a big transformation. I'm hearing I was in a toxic relationship. This person made me feel low. That's why I'm scared of being so open, just in case they hurt me. And I really get that. I really understand that. Lovely. You're going to feel so special. When you're intimate with this person, you're going to feel so incredibly special. Oh, look at that. That's so cute. Oh my God, that is beautiful. Universal, unconditional love and source. My love, you have to keep trusting in the universe and in yourself or in God or whoever you look up to. Universal God, but also look up to yourself. This is all about discovering what makes you feel good. Where are you expanding? Where are you able to feel comfortable? Wherever you feel comfortable, move towards that, okay? Your person's going to open you up so well. I keep hearing that so much. So there's going to be a lot of kinky messages in your extended. But basically, how you both give and receive love is like, it's intimacy, it's physical intimacy. That's, yeah, you both are very sexual. Okay, so let's get one more card for you guys. Let's get one more card. Wow. Okay, one thing I'm hearing is your person's not going to throw you under the bus. You've not had people stand up for you and this person's going to stand up for you, and it's going to feel amazing. They're going to build a life with you. Feels really, really nice. Yeah. They're going to help you with any blocks that you've got around conflict. How long is it going to be until they meet this person? Don't be scared of the transformation. We have number 8, lovely. Scorpio season, 8 months, or after going through a really big, intense Tower moment. That is your reading. Have a great day. And my extended reading is down below if you'd like to know more about the kinky details, which I'm very excited to do. Have a great day, my lovelies. And yeah, I'll speak to you very soon. My private reading rates are down below. Have a great day, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye. Hello, group number 4. Let's get started with your reading. So this is going to be your next passionate relationship. The intimate messages, the extended is down below, so please click on group number 4 if you'd like to check out the extended version of this group. So let's see what's going to happen with your next relationship. So we have see the bigger picture on your side of the group. So let's see the other side. Let's see. I'm actually hearing that song where it's like, take me to the other side. I'm pretty sure it's Jason Derulo. We haven't heard a lot from him recently. Well, I haven't. I don't know if he's still making music or not. Okay, so you are definitely a romantic person. You're definitely somebody who romanticizes about having a relationship, or it's just generally very romantic. This doesn't have to be this reading doesn't have to be centered around people who haven't met their person. It can be around a person you're already with, or somebody that you might be curious about if they're that right person. But the main thing for both of you is to find balance, okay? Is to find balance in your relationships, especially when it comes to being around other people. People who have an opinion of you or anything like that, it only has to do with what you accept from people. So if you believe that you are unworthy and someone's telling you like you're unworthy, or they're treating you like you're unworthy, you're going to believe them, right? So for you, it's really getting comfortable with seeing people from far away, like really not taking on their energy. And your person is definitely someone who does that too. They have a very similar energy to you. We have see the bigger picture and assess the situation. For both of you, it's really about getting out of your head when it comes to connections. So the next person you want to be with is somebody who allows you to just be yourself and see things in a different way. Your person you're going to be with is very intellectual. They're quite masculine as well. They're somebody who thinks in a very analytical way. Okay, so let's have a look at the connection as well. Lovely, the companion. This is somebody who loves animals. They are definitely a dog person. They love animals. They love being around any type of new environment. They're very nature-based. They love being in nature. They love being connected to nature. They're very hippie-like. They're very spiritual. They're somebody who is very open-minded. They're also extremely passionate, and when it comes to your sexual relationship with them, they are going to try loads of different things with you, and both of you are going to be very scared of getting deep because it's something you haven't witnessed yet in your relationships with anyone. You've always been kind of the person that's been at a distance from people, and that's meaning you've been at a distance with yourself and not realised possibly. So when it comes to the connection you're going to be with this person, it's going to open you up in different ways, and it just feels really, really good. It feels like, oh yeah, this feels right. So this is somebody who is possibly 5 to 6 years older than you. Could be 1, 5 or 6 years older than you, because you've got the 15. I feel like also you may have met this person when you were 15 possibly as well. So your person is very throat chakra orientated. They could be a speaker, a public speaker, podcast person on a radio show. They could be a lecturer, teacher, Reiki specialist. They could be a light channeler, but whatever with their throat chakra, they could have had issues with their throat chakra in the past. They could have had problems with like speaking their truth and things like that. But what I feel is this person and you are learning to have less ties with people who are toxic. That's basically what I'm hearing. I'm seeing you almost like being the walker and having loads of dogs on leads. And these people with these leads are the like the cords that are attached to all the people that you're around. And you just trim, cut those people away. That's what you're learning to do, and that's what your person's also learned to do, which is so nice. So let's have a look and see what their first impression of you is. Let's see what they think of you when you first meet. Okay, so they think you're very, very gentle. You're somebody who's very, very accepting. You're not someone to judge very heavily as well, which is really nice. You talk very, very fast, and they really like that about you. They love how much of a fast thinker you are. Both of you are probably both air signs, or you're both ruled by Mercury. I see Gemini and a Virgo relationship. I see Sagittarius and Virgo. I see Aquarius and Libra. Lots of air in this group. So if you have air in your chart, that's confirmation as well. I also feel like your person is going to give you a massive surge of confidence, and you both are going to be physically intimate very, very quickly. Okay, you're not going to hold back. This person absolutely loves being physical. They're not somebody who is confident about it, but they act like they do. Like, you will think, oh, this person's really confident, they have a lot of experience. Most likely they probably don't. So don't worry about how much experience you do or don't have. Just be honest. Like, the main thing for you guys to do is really be honest, and that's something especially for myself as well. Like, I'm learning to be really, really honest to people about how I really feel in certain situations. So if I ever feel uncomfortable with somebody, or if somebody says something and I'm not really happy about it, I do actually say how I feel now. Before, I used to just kind of avoid how I used to feel, and I used to just avoid speaking my truth. But what actually is really good for both of you is you're going to speak really clearly. This person is so attracted to you. They think you're very attractive, they think you're very sexy. They're almost like intoxicated by you. They love your eyes, they love your eyelashes. They like that you have very long, possibly long eyelashes. They like it when you have long hair, so maybe you have long hair when you meet this person. Okay, so what is your impression of them? This person's very tall and quite thin as well. Tall and almost lanky. They might be a little bit lanky. So lanky being like they're quite tall and quite geeky, almost like quite a geeky look. They're somebody who, they don't tend to be sexual on the first date. They're somebody who, okay, sexuality is not that important to them, as in like they haven't really been taught that that's an important part of life. They've kind of just shoved it under the rug, because for them they're very innocent, and they haven't really been taught that sexuality is just a natural part of life. So this is something they're definitely learning to, you know, be comfortable with. Their first impression of you is the other way around. This was their impression of you. So the first impression that you're looking at them, sorry guys, my brain is like getting really confused. When you look at them, this is what you feel. You can understand that they are very connected to their emotions. This person is somebody you're not used to being around. Somebody who gives you physical touch but doesn't want to be sexual on the first date. That's going to be quite a big one for you, especially my feminines, who always kind of feel like they have to overcompensate and be very sexual to kind of get close to the person. Your energy is all about being who you are, so it's going to be very different. It's going to open your heart chakra up very quickly, because they won't want to be sexual straight away. They'll want to touch you and hold your hand and all this stuff, but they won't want to actually, you know, do this basically, which would be very interesting. Yes, they are very, very cuddly. They're very, very cuddly, really, really cute. But when you are physical, it's going to be like, oh my God, it's going to be out of this world. It's going to be so explosive. Yeah, it's going to be very, very explosive. You might actually meet them like on fireworks night, or like, I don't know if they have that in other countries, but in England we have fireworks night, or Guy Fawkes night, the 5th of November, I think it is. Or it could be like one of the holidays you guys have where you have fireworks. You could meet them somewhere like that. Let's have a look and confirm how you guys are going to meet. Both of you could also be somebody who's never been physical before as well. I don't know if I can say the word, but I'm going to say it. A virgin. I don't know if you are that, but I'm laughing because I just get so tired of like not saying the words. Okay, so oh my God, this is literally every group has had the 12th house. What are you guys going through? There's a lot of purging going on. Okay, so one of you could also be a therapist. The 12th house reminds me of therapists. That's kind of the energy I get. Okay, so how you're going to meet is most likely through some type of group. You could meet this person through a Gemini, through a spiritual type person, someone who has quite strong spiritual views. They're very, very similar to you though, so you're both going to really agree on a lot. You're both going to get very interested in each other, and you both might really like astrology. You both might really like a certain TV show or a certain outlook on life, and you just bond over that. I'm hearing that's how we bond, and I see this kind of thing happening where you're both like really stuck to each other. It could be that you've been in relationships but never felt fully appreciated. Relationships are two to tango, okay? Has to be a cooperative situation. I don't know if that's the right word, but basically both of you need to get your needs met. So if one of you is not getting your needs met, there's something wrong in the connection, okay? Relationships are reciprocal, and if they are conditional based on, you know, you give me this, I give you that, that's not what they're meant to be like. So if there's any connections in your life that have drained you and made you feel like it's your fault, that person doesn't need to be in your life. There's a need for you to be with people who really see you and accept you for who you truly are. Okay, so let's have a look more at the relationship and let's see what's going on. What will it be like? Let's see. We have the Wheel of Fortune. It's going to be once you've been single for quite a while. I'm talking more probably between about 1 and 2 years. It's going to be when you no longer blame yourself for the pain that you're going through, and you start loving yourself. You start giving space and having space to move through those uncomfortable feelings. I'm hearing you saved me. So there's somebody in your life. I don't think it's the person you're connecting with. I think it's like a therapist or a friend. Somebody comes into your life before you meet this person and they show you what a real relationship is. So what I see is when this person comes in, it's going to be here when you have more choice. I feel like you have been conditioned very heavily, and then you start to look at the conditioning and you start being like, this isn't really who I am, and then you start to make decisions and you start to release a lot of toxic people from your life. The relationship as it stands, it feels really solid. I think you're going to get together very quickly. I think it's going to be very fast. I think you're both going to be really attracted to each other. I think it's going to be layers upon layers. So you might get really attracted to them and think, oh no, that's not my person. But the only thing that's really stopping you from being with them is the fact that they're not like the people you've been with before, which is why it's kind of like, oh, I'm not too sure about this person. But both of you are very creative. Use your creativity to manifest the opportunities that you want. So get creative. Don't be afraid to get messy. Okay, this is really about untying a lot of ties that have been put on you. So you may feel very lost when you're with this person at the start, only because you've been conditioned to shrink yourself around people to get them to like you, which is not real relationships. Okay, it's funny because we have lost and open, and that's actually like two kind of different feelings. And what I feel is once you actually get comfortable with being vulnerable and realizing that, you know, I've been the most vulnerable I can be, and then if this person doesn't like me, that's up to them, just to walk away, you're going to attract some really good people into your life. This relationship feels very honorable. It feels very grounded. You both are getting to know your own bodies. You know, I feel like some of you guys are quite young when you're meeting this person, or you're very young in spirit, so you haven't possibly had a lot of experience being physical with people, and that's fine. For both of you, you're both going to be learning how to be confident, and the one thing I will say is just to communicate. Just keep communicating how you feel. You're like, I'm not too sure, I'm not sure how to do that. Great, ask the person, how do I do that? Or, you know, I'm not sure, are you enjoying this? When you're doing something physical with them, you know, ask them, are you enjoying this? You know, ask them. If they're not enjoying it, then switch to something else. It's like relationships are meant to be loving and soft and open and giving you space to breathe and be yourself. It's not a competition, it's not a stage, it's not a performance. It's about living in each other's love. You know, that's what relationships are. So if there's somebody who you're going to attract, and you know you attract them, you don't feel that confident around them, you're questioning everything they do, it's not a relationship. Okay, so one thing you're being asked to do right now is to retreat and look after yourself, so then you can actually start to be vulnerable with yourself. Sometimes it just takes being by yourself without anyone around. And you may be thinking, well, I haven't got any friends, or I haven't got any, you know, people to be in a relationship with. Great, because what that means is that you get to start to learn to be with yourself and listen to who you are, even if it's uncomfortable. And then this is when my Scorpionic energy starts to like pop out. It's like, it's uncomfortable, girl, but let's go through it. It's basically getting you to be vulnerable with yourself, so you can start moving towards what you actually really want, and recognizing when someone's got those red flags and when they don't. This person is really beautiful. They got some really gorgeous masculine energy that's so supportive for you, and it just feels really, really good. And yeah, I really, really like this. So let's just get a couple more cards. Where are my astrology cards? I've lost them. Where are they? Let's take these ones instead. Okay. Lovely. Your person could easily be a Scorpio, which is funny because I mentioned Scorpio in it. Scorpionic energy. Could be a Capricorn. Work is really good for this person. They are very good at attracting income. They're very good at creating money. They don't worry about money, and they don't worry about it even if they don't have any, because they trust. They're very good at trusting. And one thing I really like about this person is they're able to use their gifts and make money out of it, and that's really great because they believe in themselves enough to do that, and it's going to influence you as well. And the relationship you both have is going to be very sensitive. Both of you are really sensitive of each other's feelings and very vulnerable and open. So if you guys would like to know the intimacy messages around this group, then please have a look down below for the intimate messages. I'm sorry guys, I can't put it on here, but unfortunately it's not me, it's the platform, and won't let me do it on here. So if you'd like to check out the extended, all that information is down below. You can have a look at your style of intimacy, what you'll get up to, both of you, how you both give and receive love, and your both first impression of each other when you're both being physical with each other. So yeah, that is your reading. The last thing I am hearing as well is both of you are learning to be intimate. You both are quite nervous when you're both physical with each other. You're not what you call experienced in physical stuff, so it's really cute. It feels very innocent and yeah, really cute and really sweet. I love it. So thank you so much for watching. Rates and crystal shop are below, and I'll speak to you very soon along with the extended. So I will speak to you soon. Bye.